Hey guys, it's Collin here at etrailer. Today we have a 2016 Infiniti QX50. And we're going to be test fitting the Thule WingBar Evo roof rack system. Now, this roof rack system mounts to the raised side rails of your QX50. It allows you to get your favorite accessories on top of your roof, whether you got a kayak carrier, a bike rack, or even a cargo box. Now this roof rack is going to be made up of a couple of different parts. Up top we're going to have our 47-inch long WingBar Evo crossbars. Now these do have a nice aerodynamic shape to them that's going to help cut down on wind noise and drag when compared to your standard square or round bar roof rack systems. You can see we have a nice black powder coated finish on it, but this is also available in silver. Just see etrailer. We're also going to have two rubber strips up top letting us know we can utilize T-track accessories with this roof rack. All we got to do is flip over the end cap like so. We don't have to pull it off at all. And instead of having to pull the rubber strips out and cut them to length, all we got to do is take our T-bolt and slide them between the two rubber strips all the way over to wherever we want our accessory to sit. Once we tighten it down, we just shut that end cap. Now we're going to have our Evo raised rail feet connecting our crossbars to our raised side rails. It's going to clamp down, and once you tighten it down with this bolt right here, we're going to have another part on the other side, basically just squeezing it, making sure it's secure. Now, the entire inner part of our raised rail feet, they're going to have a nice rubber padding to them. It's going to help make sure it doesn't harm or scratch the finish of your raised side rails. And then when we put our end cap back on, we just have to push it up like that. It clicks into place. We see we do have an option right here to add some Thule lock cores, which are sold separately here at etrailer. That'll just provide your roof rack with more security. Now we're going to give you guys a few measurements. First, we're going to go from the top of our roof to the bottom of our wing bar. It's going to be 2 3/4 of an inch. Now that's plenty of space to get your clamp-on accessories under your crossbars without risking them damaging the top of your roof. Now if we go from the top of our roof to the top of our wing bar, it's going to be 4 inches, which is something to keep in mind for any low clearance situations that you have added that height to your vehicle. We're also going to have a 220-pound weight capacity on our roof rack system, but you do want to double check with your Infiniti's owner's manual to make sure your roof can handle that weight. Now that we've gone over some of those features, let's show you guys how to get this installed. Now like I said, it's going to be very easy to assemble, a lot easier than those traditional clamp-on roof racks with the fit kits for the naked roofs. All we got to do is flip it over, then we're going to come and remove this cap. We're just going to push down on the tab in the center, then we can pull the end cap off. If you just wiggle it a little bit, it'll come right out. And then we'll take our clamp foot, slide it into the track right there, reinstall the cap, and now we can get it on our roof. Now we're just going to get it over the roof of our Infiniti, just set it onto the side rails. Now we're going to measure from the front of our back wing bar to the front of our front wing bar. Now real quick, how we got the front one installed, we just kind of picked a spot on our side rails to set it. You can base it off of whatever accessory you might be using that day, but just make sure you pick a spot. We picked this line right here and just measured to the front of our raised rail foot. Now, like I said, we're going to go from the front of each wing bar. There's no set measurement. You just want to make sure that it's at least 24 inches. So we're going to do it this way a little bit. And again, you can base this off of whatever accessory you might be hauling. Now we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Now before we fully tighten down our raised rail feet, we're going to measure our crossbar overhang to make sure that's the same on both sides. We already measured the other side. We need to adjust over here just slightly. And that's going to put us even. Now we're ready to tighten down. With the included tool, we're just going to insert it, tighten down our raised rail feet. And as we tighten down the feet, it's actually going to tighten down inside the channel right here to make sure the crossbar does not move on your raised rail feet. And as it gets tighter, the tool is actually going to let you know when it's fully torqued by giving you a couple of loud clicks just like that. You know it's fully tightened down. We can just now get our end caps on. Now we're ready to load up our favorite Thule accessories and hit the road. Now if you do want to double check to make sure everything is secure, just grab your crossbars and give them a good shake. You can see the entire vehicle is moving. That lets us know that we're ready to hit the road. Thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for our test fit of the Thule WingBar Evo roof rack system on our 2016 Infiniti QX50.